Okay, I like to put these in when the water is boiling. It worked out great the last time I did it when I put them in cold, into cold water and let it come up to temperature. I think they tend to break. So we're going to boil some eggs. For this project, I think we're going to boil 8 eggs. Okay, so first we're going to chop up some long green onions because they just add a lot of flavor. You can add other onions, but the green ones work the best. Are you hungry, mamas? That's Miss Molly Mall. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, Michael! What happened to your meow? You sound like a little sissy. Listen to him. He sounds like the girls. That's not his meow. He's got a meow, meow, like he's mad at the world.
Where is he?
He's behind me, under the sink. He was. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I thought it was one of the girls. He's over here meowing like,
oh.
I guess maybe he figures the girls get better food than him. He better start talking like them. I don't know. Okay. Chopping up about, if you're doing long green onions and you get them in the store in bunches, you want to do one bunch. These are out of my garden, and it was the last of my little haul, so to speak. I'm just going to dice this up. This is going to give it a little bit of heat. Not a lot, but Jeremy's not going to eat these. Not going to eat this at all. So I want to make it spicy the way I like it. Now, one day he will like it, but until that day comes, I'm going to add chili to it. There you have it. Okay. So I score it one way than the other.
Okay.
Now I got used to doing this because when we were doing this, we were doing like cases of tomatoes. You're talking 60 tomatoes, something like that. You know what I mean? So I didn't have time to sit and fool around. So I would. Somebody would score it, slide it over, score, slide, and then the next person would dice. The next person would pick it up and toss it in wherever it was going. If you are using 8 to 10 eggs, you want to use a whole can of olives. Sometimes you just do it by hand. You don't always need to use a machine to do everything. Might want to get used to that. We've got olives, tomato, long green onion, celery. Put in about a quarter thing of lettuce. I don't need a whole lot. Alright, so you ladies that know how to cook, you're like, I know what she's doing. She's making egg salad. Yeah. But there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to make it. Okay. So you can cut them up any way you want. You can cut them in your hands. You can set them down on the cutting board and do it. Some people just like doing it in their hand. If you got gloves on, be careful not to slice up your glove. It's got to be a little bit, you know, a little bit more gentle than average. Yeah, I'm going really slow. Pickles, important. You can use, if you want, relish, but I just don't find that it gives it the right taste. But you can certainly do that. If you don't have pickles and all this separately, pickles and mustard and, you know, separately, then by all means use relish. But if you do have it, it's just going to give it a different taste. This is a peeling. This is the fruit or vegetable. It's not flesh. And this is not skin. This is a peeling. And this is the vegetable. Okay? It's not meat. It's not skin. Ray, idiot. When they all started on the Food Network, that's about the time I started waking up. When I started waking up, I started noticing a lot on the Food Network and how they get us to call all the vegetables and anything you peel, they get you to call it skin, and then they get you to call the vegetable or whatever it is meat. They're disgusting. These people are sick. Okay? And never in my life heard of anybody calling the inside of a fruit or vegetable meat. It's a fruit or it's a vegetable. The outer layer is the skin. It's that simple. So when I started waking up, it's kind of cool. I was like, oh, okay. When I woke up and I learned what they do to babies, oh my, and us, yeah, it stopped right there. I said, oh my goodness, I had no idea we were being indoctrinated into saying those things, because they actually do it, people. They do it. For 8 to 10 eggs, or 12, you want to do a teaspoon of mustard. For less than that, you want to do like a quarter teaspoon. You know, you just don't want a lot in there, okay? All right, so we're gonna get mayo, and look what I did, you guys. See that? Down the food disposal. Is Rusty back in the house? Mm-hmm. Watch him if he goes after the cats, he's out. He's doing it. Can you please go and watch him?
It's Michael.
Who's Michael growling at? Who's he growling at? Oh, is it Pengear under there? Okay, so you want about a cup to a cup and a half of mayonnaise. Mix it up and just decide if you want more, because you were making egg salad, potato salad, macaroni salad, all the same ingredients. You can put egg and have this, or you can put chicken and have chicken salad. You can put tuna and have tuna salad. Same ingredients. I did not have any celery. I thought I did, but I used it all. That's all right. Now, because I know Jeremy's not going to eat this, you can do pepper with or without kids, just not as much. But without him eating it, I'm gonna do me a whole tablespoon. Yes, love pepper. And then we got our salt. It's gonna take me a minute, because you know when they're on TV and they go, just add some salt, and then they stop. There's no way in heck they season that food with those 2-3 little, turns. Okay? For this amount, probably gotta do it like 20 times, because not a lot comes out. So I don't watch it anymore, but when I did, I'd be like, no. There's no way they got enough salt for that. But then again, it's a TV show. See this French bread? 75 cents. A lot of times I get them 30 cents, 40 cents. I mean, just depends on if it's 1 or 2 or 3 days old. And I don't care. Once you freeze it, it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna cut it in half. Yeah, this is not a serrated knife, but I just sharpened it, so I knew it cut through. Okay. You could take some of the bread out or leave it. And same with this side. Because then this is gonna sit on top and it may fall out. I'm just gonna take out a small layer on top. I'm not gonna dig it all out. So you can put it on top, or you can do what I'm doing. It's up to you. It's not a whole lot, right? It's not a whole lot I took off. Okay. Then, get your mixture. Now when you bake this, it's not going to be wet. It's actually going to hold really super nice for you. Right now you're like, I don't know if I'd like that. Looks like it might be wet. No, you just got to try it. I'll show it to you.
What the?
Huh? What did I tell you about that word?
What the?
I told you not to say. What did I tell you about saying what the? What did I tell you?
I said what the heck?
You don't say what the, or you're not going to watch that guy's videos. I said you can watch it, but you better not copy that one thing. I hate it when he says that.
You mean?
That implies you're just leaving out a bad word. That's all you're doing. Don't do it, please. Okay.
What's wrong with the word?
It implies you're saying something else, and I'm not going to get into it. I just said don't do it. I don't like it, period. We're done. Don't interrupt me anymore, please. Thank you. He likes watching these guys that tell stories, and that's why I like Mr. Ballin. Mr. Ballin doesn't do any of that stuff. He just tells a story. He doesn't cuss. He's very appropriate, very decent man. He watches these other two people. One, the Williams family.
The Matthews family.
The Matthews family. And we like them a lot. And they're really decent. Queen, his wife, he calls her Queen. She's a sweetheart. And they don't cuss. They're very decent people. So every now and then he will. When she's not around, every now and then he will let a curse word slip, but not too often. It doesn't happen too often. But he likes this other guy. And I used to until I started hearing the cussing, and I was done.
Autofix.
Yeah, Autoflix or something. Now, he pretty much does the same thing the other guy does, but he does a lot of cussing. And so we don't, I have to look at the video first before I let Jeremy watch it. And a lot of times it's just a no. I don't let him watch it because it's, he's cussing. Okay. Now, when I put this in the oven, this tray down here that I'm using has holes in it. So this cheese will go through onto my stove, and then you'll get that, it'll start burning. And so I'm going to actually put a piece of foil underneath the bottom of this.
It's got a pizza plug. It's got a pizza plug.
An awful lot of cheese you're using there, lady. I know, we like cheese. I know some of you are like, I hate it when she does that stupid voice. Why doesn't she knock it off? I don't know, it's just part of my personality, I guess. You're either gonna love me or you're gonna hate me. And quite frankly, the only person I care that loves me are the ones that love me and our King, our Messiah. That's it. I don't even care if my mom likes me. All right, so you got that done, okay? Separate them a little bit. Now you're going to score them. If you do not score them now, you're going to regret it. So score it now. And I do not make these big because they're very filling. So I score the top and I leave the very bottom intact. So I do it just as though you were doing just French bread. You were just going to cut French bread. Okay, there it is. It was in 375 for about 20 minutes, maybe 30, because I like the crust to get, crusty. Try it and see if you like it. Bye. Into this crunch. You could see the inside. You see the inside of that? It's out. All so good. And the bread's not moist. It's nice. It's not like, even in here. Yeah, so try it. Think you'll like it.